My child, your kindness has made me proud once again, and you will be surprised to know what I am about to do next. My beloved, you have always been faithful to me, but your heart is kind, and this is what brings you closer to me. Yes, I see everything. I have watched you when you thought no one was watching. I have heard the words you whispered in love, in mercy, and in forgiveness. I have seen the tears you shed, not just for yourself, but for others. Your kindness is not weakness. It is strength, the kind that echoes from the very core of who I am. You do not realize how powerful your gentle spirit is, how much light you have shone in the lives of those who were walking in darkness. I have written every act of love in my book. I have treasured each moment of patience you offered, each time you chose compassion instead of judgment. I have smiled upon you when you lifted others, even while your own burdens were heavy. This is the heart I long for in my children, a heart that mirrors my own. That is why I am preparing to open the floodgates of my goodness over your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. You have touched my heart with your unshakable love. There have been days when you asked me, Lord, does it matter? I answer you now, yes, it matters greatly. Nothing you do in love is ever wasted. Nothing escapes my notice. You see in part, but I see in full. What you sow in quietness, I will multiply in glory. I have seen you remain upright when the winds of temptation and bitterness tried to sway you. I have seen you pray for others while your own heart cried for healing. You reflect me in ways that astonish even the angels. I know the sacrifices you have made, the nights you went without, the times you gave not from your abundance but from your need. I watched when you chose to love the unlovable, forgive the unforgivable, and hope against all odds. That is the language of my kingdom. That is what heaven celebrates. You have honored me with your heart, and I will honor you with my favor. The season is changing. Even now, I'm moving on your behalf. There are blessings coming toward you that will feel like the first rains after a long drought. I'm turning your mourning into dancing. The doors that have been locked will now begin to open, not by your strength, but by my word. I do not forget those who walk humbly with me. You are not hidden. You are not forgotten. You are precious in my sight. I have engraved you on the palm of my hand. My beloved, I am not just giving you what you asked for. I'm giving you what you didn't know how to ask for. You see what is near, but I see eternity. I am setting things in motion now that will ripple through generations. Your obedience has planted seeds that will bloom in the lives of those who come after you. Your legacy will not be one of worldly success, but of divine impact. And you will witness it. Yes, in your lifetime you will begin to see the fruit. You have trusted me in silence, and I am rewarding your faith. You did not need the spotlight, and so I will place a crown of honor on your head, not of gold, but of glory. It is my pleasure to lift up the lowly and to exalt those who walk in truth. Many seek greatness, but few understand that the greatest among you is the servant. You have chosen rightly. I know how tired you are. I have seen the weight you carry. But listen closely. Child, I am your strength. I will renew you. I will carry you. I have seen your battle, and I say to you now, the battle belongs to me. Rest in me. Lean into me. You were never meant to do this alone. You are not alone. I am with you. I am in you. I am for you. Let go of your fear. It no longer serves you. Let go of your shame. It was never yours to bear. I have called you clean. I have called you mine. You are a vessel of my light, and the enemy has no claim on you. What I have blessed, no curse can undo. What I have spoken over you, no lie can silence. My word is final. My promises are sure. You ask me, why now, Lord? And I say, because the time has come, because I have prepared you, because I have hidden you not to punish you but to protect and shape you. And now, Like an arrow drawn back, I release you into the purposes for which I formed you. You will not return void. You will accomplish what I send you to do. I will go before you and behind you. My spirit will guide your steps. You will hear my voice more clearly in this season. You will feel my hand more tangibly. Miracles will surround you. Not always loud, not always dramatic, but constant. You will walk in rooms and shift the atmosphere, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. People will come to you for wisdom, and you will speak not from intellect but from revelation. You will comfort the broken because you yourself have been broken, and I have healed you. You will be a refuge to the weary because you have found refuge in me. Do not be afraid when the old things fall away. I'm doing something new. I am rebuilding your life on a firmer foundation. Trust me even when the ground shakes, especially then. I am pruning so that you may bear more fruit. I am cutting away the dead branches that no longer serve you. I am making room. Do not mourn what I remove. Rejoice for what I am about to add. I am bringing divine connections into your life. People whose spirits align with yours. They will sharpen you. They will love you purely. They will walk with you in covenant. And I will protect you from those who seek only to take. You have been generous, and now I will be generous toward you. You have poured out, and now I will pour into you until your cup overflows. You will see my hand in your relationships, in your work, in your body, and in your mind. I will restore what was lost. I will heal what was wounded. I will redeem what was stolen. I am not a God of almost. I am a God of completion, and I will complete what I began in you. Even your waiting has purpose. Even your delays were by design. I was not withholding. I was preparing. You have cried, "How long?" And now I say, not much longer. Stay close. Do not grow weary in doing good. Your harvest is nearer than you think. Heaven is cheering you on. The cloud of witnesses surrounds you. You are not running in vain. Every step you take in love, in faith, in obedience moves my heart. There is a realm you have yet to touch, a level of peace, of joy, of clarity that you are stepping into. I am inviting you deeper, not into religion but into relationship. You will know me not just as your creator, but as your friend, your comforter, your father. I will whisper mysteries to you. I will speak in dreams and visions. You will discern what others miss. I have entrusted you with much, and I will trust you with more. Do not worry about your weaknesses. My grace is sufficient. Where you fall short, I am enough. Where you doubt, I am sure. Where you stumble, I am steady. You are not disqualified. You are chosen. You are not discredited. You are anointed. You are not forgotten. You are celebrated in the courts of heaven. There will be moments ahead when you feel overwhelmed. In those moments, return to me. Rest in my presence. I am your shelter in the storm. I am your hiding place. Come to me when you are weary, and I will give you rest. My arms are open wide, always. I do not grow tired of you. I delight in you. I sing over you. I rejoice in who you are becoming. Let me remind you, you were made for this. Everything you've faced has equipped you. Everything you've lost has refined you. Everything you've endured has deepened you. I waste nothing. I use everything. What the enemy meant for harm, I am turning for good. You are walking into a season of recompense. It is not just restoration. It is increase. It is abundance. It is more than you dared hope for. I am not blessing you for what you've done, but for who you've become. You have become one who walks in my ways, who seeks my face, who does not chase after idols or applause. Your humility is beautiful to me. Your heart is a sanctuary I dwell in. You have made room for me, and now I will fill every empty space. My child, do not be distracted by the noise around you. Stay in the secret place. Let my voice be louder than all others. Let my truth anchor you. I will not let you be shaken. The waves may crash, but you will stand firm. I am your foundation. I am your fortress. I am your rear guard. Keep your eyes on me. In this next chapter, I am sending you out, but not empty-handed. I am placing tools in your hands, fire in your mouth, and peace in your soul. Go with courage. Go with compassion. Go with me. I have already made a way, and when the path seems hidden, I will shine a lamp before your feet. You will never be without direction. You will never be forsaken. My beloved child. Now listen closely, for I shall speak of those whose kindness echoed through eternity, those who lived not for themselves but for others, whose love was not a performance but a reflection of my own divine nature. These are the ones who understood my heart, though they walked through deserts and shadows. These are the ones who chose mercy over pride, forgiveness over vengeance, gentleness over might. They are remembered not by the world's standards, but in the heavens, where their names are written in glory from the beginning. I have watched over the ones whose love knew no conditions, who reached beyond themselves, beyond comfort, beyond gain. Look to Abraham, my friend, whose kindness to strangers turned out to be kindness to angels. He didn't know, but I knew. He served with humility and welcomed with open arms, and I saw it all. I blessed him with descendants as numerous as the stars, not because of his wealth, but because of his heart. Consider Ruth, the Moabite widow, who chose loyalty over personal gain. She walked away from everything familiar to stay beside her grieving mother-in-law, Naomi. Though she had no promise of provision or future, she served faithfully in the fields, quietly, kindly, day after day. And I, the Lord, saw her. I lifted her from obscurity and placed her in the lineage of kings, yes, even in the lineage of my son, because kindness is never beneath greatness. It is its foundation. Think on Joseph, the son of Jacob, who was betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused, and forgotten in prison. Yet he did not let bitterness consume him. He rose in kindness, even to those who wronged him. When the time came and the famine swept the land, Joseph stood in power, but used that power not for revenge but for provision. He forgave his brothers, provided for their needs, and wept with compassion. Because of that, I exalted him. I used his pain to save nations. His kindness turned captivity into redemption. My child, the world remembers kings and conquerors, but I remember the quiet ones, the servants, the peacemakers, the caregivers, the bridge builders. I remember the Good Samaritan, the one who crossed the road when others passed by. He did not ask for reward. He simply acted from compassion. And though he was unnamed, his story lives eternally in my word, because I treasure the heart behind every deed. Behold the woman who anointed my son's feet with perfume and her tears. Others judged her, but she loved deeply. And my son said, wherever the gospel is preached, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. That is her reward, not fleeting riches, but eternal honor, because kindness done in love never dies. Remember the centurion whose servant was sick. Though he held a position of power, he humbled himself and came pleading, not for himself, but for one under his care. His faith and compassion moved me, and I healed his servant. True love humbles itself. True love intercedes. True love bears another's burden as its own. There was also Tabitha, called Dorcas, a disciple known for her acts of kindness who clothed the widows and cared for the poor. When she died, the people wept, not because they lost a giver of money, but a giver of heart. And so I raised her back to life through Peter, because her kindness was not finished. She was a quiet light in a dark place, and I do not snuff out the light that shines like that. My beloved, the world looks for fame, but I look for fruit. The world asks, what have you accomplished? But I ask, Whom have you loved? For if you do all things, prophesy, give, serve, and yet have no love, it profits you nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy or boast. Love never fails. My son Jesus walked this very path. He healed the lepers who were cast out, spoke with the Samaritan woman whom others avoided, forgave the adulterous woman whom others would stone. He washed the feet of his disciples, yes, even the one who would betray him. This is love, not just in speech but in sacrifice, not just for the worthy but for the broken. That I want you to understand that true greatness is revealed in kindness. It is easy to be kind to those who love you, but the power of the gospel is revealed when you love those who can give you nothing in return, when you forgive those who hurt you, when you welcome the stranger, when you carry the weak. Do not grow weary in doing good, my child, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. I reward every act of kindness, not with applause, but with eternal significance. Even a cup of cold water given in my name will not lose its reward, for I see what man overlooks. I remember what others forget. Consider Stephen, who while being stoned cried out for forgiveness for his murderers. He saw my glory and became the first martyr of the church. His kindness at the hour of death revealed the power of divine love. And from that sacrifice, I raised up Paul, who once approved of his death but later carried the gospel to the nations. True kindness does not always lead to earthly comfort. Sometimes it leads to suffering. But suffering in love produces glory beyond what eyes can see. This world may reject those who are kind, but I receive them. I clothe them with honor. I prepare a place for them where there is no more pain, no more tears, only joy. When you love, you align yourself with heaven. When you serve, you mirror me. When you forgive, you demonstrate that you are my child. So many in history chose this path, not for gain, but because they knew me. Look at those who fed the hungry, cared for the sick, clothed the naked, visited the imprisoned. What you did for the least of these, you did unto me, and I have not forgotten. I think of Florence Nightingale, who walked among the wounded when others fled. I think of William Wilberforce, who fought for the enslaved with a heart of justice and mercy. I think of Mother Teresa, who touched the untouchables. Their names are known now, but there are thousands whose names are not. Yet I know them all, and I will reward them all. You are a part of that legacy. You are called to walk in that same spirit, not because it earns you love. No, you already have my love, but because it reflects my nature. You are my hands and feet in the earth. When you are kind, people see me. When you love without condition, people feel me. When you serve, the world is changed. Do not be deceived by appearances. Many who seem great in this world are empty within, and many who are unseen are radiant in my presence. Kindness is not weakness. It is kingdom power. It moves mountains of despair. It heals wounds that time cannot. It opens hearts to me. Teach your children kindness. Let your homes be places of peace. Forgive quickly. Listen deeply. Give generously. Speak with grace. Live as if every soul you encounter is one I died for, because they are. Love without fear. For perfect love casts out fear. When you face resistance, do not retaliate. When you are wronged, forgive. When you are mocked, bless. This is the way of the cross. This is the way of the kingdom. And though it may seem narrow and hard, it is the way that leads to life. Many have walked this road before you. Saints whose tears watered the earth, whose prayers built unseen walls of protection around generations to come. You walk on paths paved with their sacrifice. You reap where they sowed, and now you sow for those yet to be born. Your kindness is not just for today. It is a seed of eternity. Remember how my son wept at the tomb of Lazarus. I am calling you to be my ambassadors, not with pride, but with humility. Speak truth, yes, but always wrapped in compassion. Be bold, but not harsh. Be firm, but never cruel. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Let your life be a sermon others can read. You will be misunderstood at times. The world will call your kindness weakness. But I tell you, the weak in the world are mighty in my kingdom. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. When you visit the sick, you visit me. When you clothe the naked, you clothe me. When you love the unlovable, you love me. This is the mystery of my presence, that I dwell not only in the heavens but in the broken, the weary, the poor. If you want to find me, look there. Your kindness may not always be reciprocated. Sometimes you will be met with coldness, with rejection, but still love. Do not let your heart grow hard. Keep it tender. That is where I dwell. I will heal the wounds you receive for my sake. I will restore what you give in love. Your reward is with me. Do not measure your worth by how others treat you. Measure it by how much you reflect me. When you love well, you are doing my will. When you are kind, even when it costs you, you are walking in step with my spirit. This is the narrow road. Few find it, but you have found it. Walk in it now, and I will be with you. I will strengthen you when your love runs dry. I will fill you again. I will give you the words, the patience, the grace you need. I will pour into you so you can pour into others. And in doing so, you will never lack. Kindness is not a subtraction. It is a multiplication. What you give returns to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Your legacy will not be built on possessions, but on people, not on titles, but on testimonies. Let your life be a river, not a reservoir. Flow, my child. Flow in love, flow in generosity, flow in grace. And wherever you go, you will bring my presence. You will be surprised in eternity. You will see faces you didn't remember thanking you for the smile, the prayer, the meal, the kind word that turned their life around. You will hear the ripple of your kindness echoing through generations, and you will know it was worth it all. This is what it means to follow me. Not just to believe, but to become. Not just to be saved, but to save. Not just to receive love, but to embody it. The world is starving for true love, my love, and I have chosen you to carry it. You are a city on a hill. You are the light of the world. Do not hide your light. Let it shine before all people, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. You are my child. You bear my name, and my name is love. Never underestimate the power of a kind act. It may seem small to you, but to someone else, it may be the answer to their prayer. A single word of hope can change the course of a soul. A single act of mercy can open the gates of salvation. You do not see all, but I do, and I use even the smallest seeds. So walk humbly, love deeply, forgive freely, and never stop being kind. For in kindness, you reveal the very heart of God. You show the world what I am like. And when they see that, they will come running, not to religion but to relationship, not to rules but to me. And I will welcome them just as I welcomed you, with open arms, with joy, with delight. For every time you love, every time you serve, every time you forgive, you bring heaven to earth. You make room for me to move. I am proud of you, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Not because you always get it right, but because your heart is mine. Keep going, my child. Keep loving. Keep shining. The world needs your light, and history will remember your kindness. Great is your reward, not only in heaven but now. As my peace surrounds you, my favor rests on you, and my spirit flows through you. And when your race is done and you enter my presence, I will look into your eyes and say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You loved well. You were kind. Enter into the joy of your Lord." This is the way. Walk in it. I am with you always. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I am love, and I have made you to love. Now go and be my light in the world. Amen.